Hi there, it's Tamara with your June Empowering Perspectives Energy Forecast. Alrighty, so I have tons of notes that my peeps gave me, as usual. Um, so June's got lots of energy going on, and I'm going to do my best to kind of share it concisely. Some of this I'll just read because what my peeps channel through my writing is a lot more concise than the way I talk sometimes. So, first thing they say is June has the potential to be a great, relaxing, and inspired month. So that's good news. Um, and they mention that most of us, most of you, have had some sort of downtime this year at some point where you've just kind of gone within. And if you haven't done that willingly, then maybe you've been sick or some drama happened where you actually just had to pull back from your life. Okay. But they say most of us have been through that. Okay. We're moving forward into this month with all the plans and dreams from May's inspirations, they say. We've got a couple of months of clear sailing to get our lives set up the way we want to see them. But as we're outgrowing a lot of old patterns this year, okay, with the Ascension energies. So they also say, like, if you're purging things and you've been getting rid of things, if relationships have broken up, anything like that, they say, allow yourself to have a grieving process. Sometimes when we're thinking too much, like, oh, I've got to be positive, we pretend that we're not sad about something, right? So it's a matter of allowing the energies to come out and flow through you. It's perfectly okay to say, I feel horrible right this minute, but I know I will get past it. That is actually a positive statement. All right, so just keep that in mind. They say everything is going to work out. Make sure you release. You believe that things will work out. They have said with all these Gemini energies and everything else, your mind will have a tendency to focus on what could go wrong or what's wrong out there in the world, things like that. This month, it's going to be extremely important to listen to your own intuition. So you will need to take some time to sit and meditate or just relax and breathe so you can hear what answers want to come through to you. If you're too busy, too everywhere, you won't hear the answers. They also say the other shoe is not going to drop. Okay, so hopefully you know what that phrase means, like waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's not going to. We're actually okay for the next little while. All right. Um, Now, they did say that come September to the end of the year might be tricky astrologically. So the more you can listen to your intuition, get all your ducks in a row, do what you really feel passionate about, what you really feel like you need to do and get in place, the better off you will be as you move forward. Um, they say the next couple of months, simply stay the course of the things you've been working on, even if you've planted those seeds already this year. So just stay the course, keep doing it. Don't give up, don't stop, don't talk yourself out of things. Um, we're in this great time this year still, it's been all year, but reevaluating things. So don't let your mind go to this place of the fear of the unknown. When we try and hang on to the old stuff, we can't have forward movement, right? So release the fears. And they say it would be wise to try for other feelings like excitement of the unknown or passion of a project you're working on. And they say, like, what if everything works out? So keep telling that to yourself. What if this just works out? Even if it takes a little bit of time. So don't give up on your things. They also say, so the next subject is it's going to be important to stay flexible this month. You may find you need to change plans, either because someone cancels on you, or you simply need a little bit of downtime, or you're running with something you're passionate about, inspired to do, and then you need to cancel or change plans to follow your bliss and your inspirations. So just stay flexible so that if there's an opportunity comes up, you can take it and allow others that same, that if they have an opportunity, they can take it and cancel on you. They also say that this month we need to listen to and honor our body. So it's a good time to evaluate the things that you're doing each day and ask yourself with some of the stuff, like, is it necessary? Like, are you just filling up time, or are you putting other people's needs before your own? Do you really, really, really need to have a shower, go for a walk, drink more water, relax, but you're putting everybody else's need, like just what they want. It's not even their needs. It's their whims. So you really need to listen to your own body and take what it needs. Rest, exercise, good food, whatever it is. If you don't do that, you're going to find that you are so overwhelmed. You may get really, really extra fatigued, unable to relax, and certainly not able to listen to what your high self is telling you because it's coming through. It's telling you what you need and you're ignoring it. So you're blocking those messages. And yeah, so really pay attention and feel through it, through your body and how your body's feeling. And so the next thing that they're mentioning is when you are getting intuitive messages, if something comes to you, watch for phrases coming from your monkey brain that say, I can't do that, or yeah, good idea, but there's all these reasons why I can't do that, or this other thing's in the way. Those phrases block further intuitive information from coming through. So don't do that to yourself. Instead, ask yourself, how could I do that? What might that look like if I follow that path? And then follow those ideas one step at a time. And whether they're big ideas, small ideas, just follow through, take one step at a time, follow the ideas and see where it's leading you, because it will be leading you somewhere. Promise. Okay, this is from my peeps again. This is all for my peeps. Anyway, they say just a little caveat. If your intuition tells you to make a move, like big moves or things like that, in the more mundane aspects of things, it doesn't mean like run up your credit cards and take that vacation when you can't afford it, or quit your job, or have an affair. It means stay the course and keep going. Like, so that would be plan to make more money if you want a vacation, or have a staycation if you need that. Or rather than having an affair, get your current affairs in order with your current relationship and decide, put some energy into your current relationship and then decide if it's time to move on from it, as opposed to jumping into something else before you're done. Same with work. If you're inspired to change work, doesn't mean quit your job. It means take the steps to the new. All right. So they use the words, they say plan, budget, keep taking steps, the direction you're led. You don't want to end up in a place of regret if you do something like too harsh. Okay. They say when dealing with others, notice how you say things, either to yourself or to them. So, are you projecting, okay, when you're talking to somebody else, it's like, are you projecting that you need something from somebody else because you lack it yourself? Or is it, are you asking for it because you deserve, this is what you want? Examples. If there's something that you want or need, ask for it because you wish to have it or because you deserve it, not because you lack it. For example, don't ask someone to pay you what they owe you because you lack money. Ask them to pay you what they owe you because it's yours already. Or with relationships, don't just demand that someone respect you because you have no self-respect, or demand that somebody care for you because you don't care for yourself. If there's something that you want or need, it has to come from you first. So if you're having self-care, then other people can care for you. If you have respect for yourself, then other people will respect you. Really important point. Don't look for things because you're lacking them. You will get more lack of them. Okay, so a couple more points about the dimensions and ascension and things like that. Now, time has been very strange lately. I don't know how else to put it. You may or may not have noticed how different it is lately. Sometimes, some days the time's going so fast that it doesn't even seem logical. It's like we did 10 minutes of something and 90 minutes has gone by. Or other times, of course, it's slower. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's got usually, in the past, it would be if you were really intently focused on something, time would go faster. However, that's not even the case. You can even be bored and 2 hours goes by really fast, or vice versa. So it's like there's no rhyme or reason to what our brains are doing. It's all dimensional. Something else is my clocks keep changing and being different. Now, it's like our electronics have a certain time, right? Like our phones, our computers, our Fitbits, whatever. And I've noticed that both my stove and my microwave clocks keep being slow by 2 minutes. I keep having to make them boost them up. And I haven't been doing that with my wall clocks that have batteries, and now they're like 7 minutes behind. So I don't know what that means exactly, but the time is definitely weird and shifting, because I have to keep doing it. And all my clocks can't be broken except for the digital stuff. So there's something going on out there with time and the fourth dimensional energies. Now, fifth dimensional energies. We are ascending. We've been doing it all year, and I really hope that you're enjoying it for the most part. This is what my peeps had to say about that. They say we've been leveling up, and the last set of eclipses that we had really leveled us up. So what was happening earlier in the spring, the solar flares, that's what they had to say about solar flares, actually helped Mother Earth and her humans with ascension. And my peeps tell me that sometimes the solar flares actually energetically burn off some of the more negative energies on the planet. They also tell me we are in for more before the process is done. And so I think we're going to have a couple big ones based on what I'm getting mid-June, 20th, I don't know, in around middle of June. And they say with the fifth dimensional energies, it's going to start with how you feel. So as your ascension is happening, it's how do you feel? So they say not to stay in anger, frustration, grief, things like that for too long, because you could get too stuck in those energies. And we mentioned that a few minutes ago. But with fifth dimensional energies, it's possible to be in a state of happiness, blissful feelings, inspiration, passion, almost all the time. Now, when you see things from this higher perspective, this higher view, you realize that everything is happening for you and not to you. And even as your vibration raises, even the discomfort of things stops bothering you because you know it's leading you somewhere and where you need to go. And the quicker you can process the lower vibrating energies of fear or grief or anything like that, and have them move through you. It's all about processing them. I want to be really careful. It's not about ignoring them ever. If you ignore them, they get stuck in your body, and that's where dis-ease starts. So, and that's another reason why I've been doing so much healing work with people, both one-on-one, and I started my hump day healings, is because we need to move these energies through and transmute them. Think about even with the solar flares and the sun coming in, they're burning off those energies. So if we could do the energy work to get those energies up and get them burnt off and gone instead of festering and becoming something they don't need to become, right? So, yeah, as with Ascension as it's coming, like I say, it doesn't mean you're not going to feel any lower vibrating energies. It's more, you're going to feel better and better and better all the time. Your manifestations are going to be more in line with what you think you want and what you need. So basically, for June, continue to follow your passions and continue to work on what you've been working on. You've got all of June is kind of going to be like a wide open door to just keep going. And with some relaxing time too. It's a little more chill than it has been, which is really nice for a lot of us, because it's been a bit of an intense year so far. Anyway, I really hope this helps. Stay the course. You're if you're listening to this and you've listened this far, you're doing okay, and you're going to continue to do okay as long as you don't talk yourself out of things. All right. So if I'll put a couple links down. I've got my 21 days of energy healing coming up starting June 6th. So if you want to get in on that, you can get in on that. I do one-on-ones all the time. I do readings, I do mediumship readings, I do healings, I do spiritual counseling. It's whatever you need, we can work together if you want to. Anyway, until much time, much love.